Hello, and welcome to the Rundown Show. We'll start off with Nintendo Switch rumor that's been going around. Nintendo Switch coming out supposedly sometime in the wintertime. Supposed to have a 7-inch Samsung OLED screen and supposed to be in 4K as well when you dock it. Stars, thoughts?
Well, we always got to take these rumors for a grain of salt. The nice feature is a lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to go, "Oh, it's a 720p. It's a 720p OLED when playing in handheld. It's not going to be much different as far as the resolution, but you're all going to see a difference in the screen quality. The screen quality is going to be amazing because it's a big difference between LCD and OLED. I mean, it's a big difference.
And the size too, going to a seven
And we're
inch.
also rumor is it's going to be a 7 inch versus I think the current Switch is a 6.1, which is a significant difference. I think that'll basically that's going to just limit the amount of bezel. I don't think we're going to see a size difference in the Switch. I think they're just going to basically it's going to be the same form factor, but it's going to have a bigger screen. Um, and the dock in 4K, a lot of people feel that the Switch should be able to natively be able to do this and it won't be built into the dock. So basically, a lot of people feel that you could just use your standard docks that you got from your prior Switch, which is pretty cool that if that were the scenario, but we'll see
You
once
got
they
to see
officially
how.
announce.
We'll definitely see where this rumor leads to. If we get any more information or a date at all, or Nintendo's going to come out with their own announcement about what's going to be going on with this
Well,
rumor.
here's the part that has a lot of people questioning is um, when will this release? And part of me feels that this rumor from Bloomberg is wrong. Is a holiday release doesn't make any sense when you think along the lines of the way Nintendo releases their products. Like the Switch released in a March for like 4 years ago when the Switch first released. It released in a March and it sold very well. It didn't even need the holidays to sell. What Bloomberg probably saw was a transaction between Samsung and Nintendo. They saw that there was a transaction between the
Yeah,
two companies.
that has been confirmed. Samsung and Nintendo have made a deal in starting manufacturing their new screens in
And it only
sometime
makes
in
sense
June.
that Nintendo would go with a more cheaper alternative when because of the fact that Samsung overproduced these 7-inch OLED 720p screens. What are they going to use it on? So we'll see what this rumor really turns into.
And we'll keep you guys updated. Bunch of excitement around this. New Diamond and Pearl Pokemon game. It's gonna be coming out. Uh, it's
It's going to
exciting.
come out this year. Names are Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and it had a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon fans out there are gonna be ecstatic over this. This is a win for a lot of people who love Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I played this. I played this when it first came out. Both of them, and the third one that was platinum. Uh, f- Very fun game to play. It's nice to know that they're coming out with the remake, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great to play this game again. I know. I know Stars hasn't played the original ones, but he's excited to.
Wasn't able to play Diamond and Pearl financially, just wasn't in my budget at that time.
So he's excited. He's
Uh,
excited to stick his.
I'm definitely excited to dabble in Gen 4. It will be super fun to experience what everyone thought was literally the best Pokemon game ever created. I like that the fact that they went back to the traditional style of Pokemon. Although I'm a little disappointed that they weren't able to do something with the Sword and Shield engine on this, because I kind of like that style they went with. I mean, not everyone's going to agree with this. I'm fine with that.
Probably because you want to keep it a little closer to the original. They probably don't want to
They,
give too
yeah, they
much
wanted
away.
to probably the Pokemon Company was probably like, let's keep this as original to as possible for the fan base purposes.
The moves,
Which there's nothing wrong with
the
that.
moves, they definitely have updated. As from the video I've seen, the moves have updated tremendously from the previous Diamond and Pearl, and that's because
Well,
throughout the
yeah,
years,
they gotta do
throughout the years, they've
improvements,
been
and
changing moves and all. So it's great to see that they're adapting that into it.
well,
Um,
they had to. I mean, just to make the game feel new, but not new.
yeah, same thing he did with what's it called, Omega Ruby and Sapphire, Alpha Sapphire. It's what they did with that as well. A remake, and then he adapted the new moves and stuff from the newer Pokemon games. So this is definitely a exciting game to be waiting for, and hopefully we get a an exact release date for it, which to me would
It will be due
seem
out
around
this year.
November. I'd
I
say
don't think COVID's going to take a play in this because of the fact that the Pokemon Company isn't working on this one. It's a whole different company. I don't think COVID's going to take a place in this because of the fact that it's two different companies. One is working on the next topic, and the other company is actually working on the Diamond Pearl remix. So I don't think COVID will take a big part in this, just because of the fact that it's not a real hard um, remake per se. It's not a real hard remake. They're basically taking the old game files and basically updating them to modern play form. So I don't think we're gonna have that issue with Diamond and Pearl remakes.
I'd say probably as I'd estimate probably release of these games. I would say between September and November, somewhere in that window.
Unless we get any new Pokemon announcements from now till November.
Yes.
Um, unless we do. It is the anniversary, the 25th anniversary. I really don't think that the three games that they showed off during Pokemon Day are the only things they're going to be releasing this year. I mean, we still don't have a release date for Pokemon Sleep. We still do not have a release date for Pokemon Unite. We still have
Yeah,
quite a few things
there's
on
still a
that list that
bunch
they
of stuff.
have not answered for.
Definitely a
So
bunch of stuff that needs to be
we're still going to get announcements this year, and Pokemon Day was just the start. And they started off fantastic in these announcements. I mean, out of all the announcements we received, even before Pokemon Day, the state of play was not very good. There was like one or two announcements in the state of play that was actually good. The general direct was not perceived very well on Nintendo's behalf. It was all right. There was a couple announcements that had a lot of people excited, but it wasn't the level of general direct that most people wanted.
this new Pokemon game that's coming out called Legend of Arceus, which when we saw it, oh my God, they really have taken like a humongous leap in game style
This
and
is what everyone wanted. Like if you were a kid growing up playing Pokemon the way that most people played in the 90s when Pokemon was literally on fire, you couldn't you were lucky if you had the necessities or the finances to be able to get Pokemon Blue, Red, Yellow, even the Pokemon cards. Like you were lucky to even find them because they were being bought up by so many people because it literally caught fire like the minute that the popularity rose. It was insane. But when you look back at the games and you look at today and you're like, oh, Legend of Actors is exactly what I wanted. It had it has like this whole like vibe to it that like when you think about it, you can just run around in an open world and just throw a Pokeball and catch the Pokemon like that. Like that's nuts. You didn't have to jump into a battle. You didn't have to jump into nothing. The Pokemon's just out and about, and you can just throw a Pokeball. It's basically Pokemon Go in a game, which is incredible. And this game's going to be a few of the people have kind of dissected it. It's probably going to be more or less just a lore based game. They've already confirmed that there's no badges. So
Yes,
we'll see what there is to chase.
this game is supposedly to take place in old Sinnoh, in ancient Sinnoh. Um, so yes, this is going to be a game where there's no badges. Basically, looks like open world where you get to just
They're
run
basically
around and
going out and filling out this Pokedex to discover the um, history and background to the Sinnoh region, which is really really cool. I like that they went with this whole like new experience. I think that this is probably going to be something that they're not. It's not going to be a one and done. I think we are going to get more of this.
oh yeah,
Like I
I
could see a
definitely see it.
legend, like a Legends of, let's just say like Ho-Oh or Legends of Lugia. We're probably going to get like a Johto region, a Kanto region. I think that this is not something that they're planning on giving up like right away. I think we're going to get more of this. As far as how much more, we're not going to know, of course, because our channel, we don't know the owners of the Pokemon Company. So we don't know their full length plan to this, but this idea and concept is so unique that they have to continue this to keep the fan base happy.
Oh yeah, they definitely raised a lot of eyebrows. Definitely got a lot of people's attention with this game. I if I remember right, this game is not going to come out till next year at some point at the
Yeah,
end
we're
of
gonna
this
get
year.
the. I think we're gonna get this somewhere along the lines of the final, because they're not gonna put this outside of the 25th anniversary. I think their projected is probably sometime before the final of the fiscal year of Nintendo, which works from April to April. So I think we're gonna probably get this sometime in the first half of
It
2022.
actually
I do not think that
means
they're gonna.
they've done this before where they've released a Pokemon game in a February. It's possible they may release this game in February
Well,
next
yeah,
year.
I don't think that they want to close the fiscal year out without doing Pokemon 25th anniversary right. And I think they'll do this at any cost, even if their whole company gets COVID. Like, I think they're going to do this at any cost because they know that this is a big year. It's the 25th anniversary. I mean, it's huge. Like, you can't even buy a freaking deck of Pokemon cards right now. You can't find nothing. They are sold out the minute they hit the stores.
Yes, this Steph Pokemon's definitely been a hot topic. We got the new Smash.
The
We
new
have
Smash Bros. Character,
yes, we have the new Smash Bros characters from Xenoblade, Intro
Pyra and Mithra.
Pyra Mithra.
And did you by any chance check the Sakurai presents on her, dude? She's strong.
And I was looking. She is
She's
strong,
gonna edge guard. She's gonna be able to do so much stuff. I mean, I know this isn't a
and
character that
you can
most
switch
people
back and
were.
forth between these two characters. It's not like you got there's one and then you have to unlock the other one. Apparently, you can switch between these two characters
Yeah, whenever you feel like it.
whenever you feel like it.
That,
So this is gonna be a
but
very strong character to come into Smash Brothers.
and both of them have unique differences. Like the way that they fight is very different. Like when you switch between the two, like the fighting is a little different between Pyra and Mithra. But the nice part is they put in another female character, which was good. I mean, we don't want too many male characters, which was the issue with the game prior to all these DLC characters. I know it wasn't like what most people had in mind for a new character. Most people wanted a new third party character like Crash
Oh,
or,
the list was long
but
to
people
see.
have to keep in mind there are two more characters left for this pass. Nobody knows whether or not Sakurai is planning on putting out another fighter pass or if we're getting a new Smash. Nobody knows. Um, he admitted during the Sakurai Presents that he has a safe where he keeps all his upcoming characters. So the two next characters are sitting in that safe that he has in development of which characters he has planned for the remainder of this pass. Outside of that, I mean, the character is fun to play with. She's strong. She can also recover very, very well from being um, outside of the arena, which is pretty good. If you know how to utilize it very well.
We got
This one
Diablo
has
2
me
Resurrected.
super stoked.
It's basically to bring. It's basically a remake of
It's more of a remake than a remaster. There's going to
yes.
be a lot of new developments in it.
You can also, this has actually been confirmed, you can bring your save data from your previous Diablo game into this game, so you basically can start off where you left off, and you don't have to start over. The graphics they've improved the graphics by a good margin.
It will have also cross progression. So if you have it on, let's just say the Switch, and you have it on PC, it's you're going to be able to just pick up right where you left off. Um, it will also have 8-player co-op, which is fantastic for people who have a lot of friends. Like comparatively to, let's just play COD or something, you can't just play like a match made game with 8 people. This game will allow you to be able to just say, okay, hey, let's all get on to Diablo 2 Resurrected and let's just jump into it all together with 8 people. Even Destiny, you can't jump into something with 8 people. So the cool part is that,
Technically, you can with the little glitch they're having right now in Destiny, with the allowing 12 people to do a raid.
yeah, but that's a glitch.
It's a
They're planning
glitch,
on
not an
patching
exact
that.
game, an
And
exact
it's
yeah.
yeah, but what I'm saying is in a real scenario, there's not a bunch of games where you're able to just jump into something with 8 people with you. This will allow you
So
to play 8 people online co-op and have a blast. You all using your abilities, you're all having fun. Um, I can't wait for this one. I'm definitely going to buy a day it releases because I absolutely love Diablo. I love uh, even Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is a lot of fun. Um, we'll see where this goes. I can't wait for it to release.
moving on, we got Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to get its upgrade to PS5 status, and also will have the DLC coming out this summer.
It's going to be so great to see the graphical differences with the PS4 version to the PS5 version. I really can't wait to see if they're going to adapt any adaptive trigger features into this. I don't think they will,
I
but
don't.
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't see that. See that.
The
This is
DLC, however, looks incredible. Yuffie looks powerful as
what?
like, excuse my language, but she looks powerful. Like the fact that she could just like she has like these comboing abilities, like she has this like parkour nature to her. She looks incredible. I can't wait to see the DLC drop. It's for sure a buy. Like this also is going to give you a timeline which we never had in the original Final Fantasy VII to see what happened between the time that of the encounter between Cloud and Sephiroth. What happened there after Cloud disappears? We don't know what happens in between that time period on the other side of Cloud.
So
Because in
this.
reality, this game is mainly not mainly about the friends. It's mainly about Cloud and Sephiroth because of the two biggest rivals in gaming history, other than maybe Mario and Bowser.
So this is definitely going to be highly anticipated upgrade and DLC.
Let's get on to the exciting news for everyone, and some sad news for those who are still playing.
Yes,
Anthem
and
is dead.
yep, Anthem is
Anthem
dead.
is dead. All right. Well, I'm kind of double sided on this. Like, I'm happy it's dead and I'm not happy it's dead because this was
Well,
a regrettable purchase and non regrettable purchase.
this was a great game. It just
The concept was great.
yes, the concept was great. This is a game that kind of
There was a lot of
give
failure.
Destiny like a battle with game for game. You had the suits, you had the different types of suits with the different types of abilities. This was a great concept game that just did not have the support.
Nor
And
the financing or backing from EA, which it
yes,
was sad. Didn't have the financing nor the backing, which literally is depressing that they did not capitalize on such a great opportunity of a concept that like when was the last time we had a new Iron Man game? I mean, let's just be honest. Okay, not the VR, not the VR. When was the last time we had a real Iron Man game? It's been a
it's been
long
a long
time.
time. Yeah,
And to be able to fly around it like Iron Man and like be in a robotic suit that allows you to do like martial arts level fighting and some of them with magical powers and some with the armory of a full on warship.
it,
That is pretty cool. The
yeah.
concept was great, but
It,
they did not capitalize in a lot of other areas, which was one, content, and two, uh, like the presentation at E3 that they were showing off of these different things. None of them came to fruition. Like the ability, like where you pick up an item off, that you looted off of an enemy. It was supposed to display the item that you got, and it was supposed to go into your inventory and all this other stuff. Well, no, you picked it up and you couldn't put it in your inventory until you figured out what it was at the end of a mission.
yeah, that was that. You know, this game had its issues that just needed to be fixed, and this game is if this game can had its support, had the backing, this game would have been a fantastic game. They could have kept going for a good while. I did
I could have
hear
seen this game reach like 4 years of support with the backing and financing from EA. It would have been a great game,
they are working on a new Anthem. It's called Anthem Next.
which was denied.
Yeah, so
It was denied, and they had all these plans. They brought it to EA, and EA said no, and they moved over that the 10 people that they had working on it. 10 people. They couldn't get the financing to 10 people to fix Anthem. No, we're moving you over to help Dragon Age.
Epic Games bought Fall Guys' developers. They bought them out.
More or less the production team
Yeah,
that bought the developers. This has a lot of people worried. If Epic plays this smart, they don't touch Fall Guys. They don't touch it. Like, don't even get involved. Um, I hope we don't see what we saw in Rocket League. Rocket League turned into a microtransaction mess and had a lot of people turned away because, like, now it's like if you want this really cool skin for your car or you want a certain car, it's going to cost you real life money, not in game currency, which sucks. I hope that they don't do this to Fall Guys. Fall Guys is a really great game. I really hope that they don't touch this. They allow the developers to just keep making a great concept game that is basically a 3D battle royale Mario Party, essentially. Uh, they should not touch this game. Do not touch
no,
it.
they
Do
should not
not
touch
put
this game at all.
anything.
Need for Speed has been delayed this year because they're focusing more on Battlefield. They're
EA
trying,
is taking all of their developers and moving them to Battlefield, which, assumingly, the reason why they're doing this is because they want Battlefield due out this year. They want this to be their big holiday purchase, which is fine. I don't mind them moving Need for Speed to push Battlefield to a sooner date. I think that it's totally possible. Being now that they have two companies, the Need for Speed developers, and they have people from their Battlefield team all working together to make such a great experience out of the new Battlefield game, which putting the Need for Speed team makes a lot of sense for two reasons. One is the vehicle animations will finally be awesome. The vehicle animations are going to be the best.
It's definitely
And not to
true.
mention anything with a vehicle now. The second one, anything with a vehicle is going to actually fly and respond better.
That's also true. It's also there's been complaints for previous battlefields of when you're in a vehicle, the movement is feels either feels stiff
It's
or
very stiff and clunky.
yeah.
Now it'll probably feel very more less of that nature and feel more like an actual vehicle.
Marvel Avengers is going to have their PS5 upgrade as well. No, the character XP, they're going to make it a little harder now for character XP to get for your characters. They make it a grind. They're going to make you really really work for it.
I hate to say, I think this game's gonna die because I don't think Square Enix is gonna. I don't think they're gonna put any money or backing after what's happened and transpired since release. I think this game's gonna die. Um, PS5
They do
upgrade,
have a
okay, that's
roadmap for
cool,
this game
but
and releases that for characters to come out. I don't know whether they're just gonna finish with what they've already announced. Like
well, the only thing that we can confirm is Hawkeye and
Spider
one
Man,
raid.
the Spider Man for the
Spider
PS.
Man hasn't even gotten a confirmed release date.
Yeah, supposedly have come out for the PlayStation
So
people.
that's not even a confirmed thing. And a lot of people are sitting over here like, I have a PS5. They said that we're going to get Spider Man, and they never dropped him. And it was supposed to be there on release. So I don't think this is going to last very long. I don't think they're going to put the financing into this or the backing to this. I think that Square Enix is sitting over here going, well, you guys have like 6 months to get this game like popular again, or we're pulling the plug and moving on to
So
another
we got
project.
the only thing about this game is you got to just it's, for many for Marvel fans this game was such an anticipated game and when you first came out this game was just great to play but it got to the point where it
Well,
was
the
repeat
part that they didn't capitalize on, dude, is I think most people when they looked at this game, oh, it's going to be an Avengers game. I think most people are looking over here and going, oh, that means we're going to get Robert Downing Jr. We're going to get what's his name, Chris Evans. We're going to get all these actors.
Chris
None of them were in the
Hemsworth
game.
and Ruffalo yeah.
Yeah, they had this like massive idea in their head that there was this massive budget that these actors are going to be in this game. They weren't going to be in this game. Like Square Enix is not going to look over at Chris Evans and Robert Downing Jr. and have them come in for a game. I don't think that was going to happen.
Still a great game even though the people were
It was
expecting too
an
much.
okay game. Like once you get past the story was the best
The
part of this
story was the
game.
best part.
But when you get past the story and you're all about the end game at this point,
It's fun for a little
the
bit.
end game is boring.
It's like fun for like the first maybe 5 minutes to 10 minutes as you're doing this, but it just gets too repetitive. They got way too
That's because
repetitive.
it's rehashed missions from the story.
When
The
they released the
combat
game, it
system
was just
was meh. The combat system was meh. I mean, it wasn't anything like mind blowing for those who were like into mind blowing experiences, like the combat system. Just for those who really want to know, click our channel, check out the video. We go
definitely
over
do
all of
we do
this.
have a review
So
for this game on our channel, so definitely check that out. All right, we have
games coming this week.
yes.
Let's get into it.
First one on the list here is Apex Legends for the Switch. That's coming out on the 9th of March. It's definitely gonna be an exciting game to see come to the Switch.
Channel review for the Switch review of it. This will not have an appraisal score. This is just basically us analyzing how the experience feels on the Switch comparatively to its predecessors of the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series consoles. We're going to go over how it actually feels to play it on the Switch.
And then,
Next up, we got Crash Bandicoot coming out on the 12th of March
oh yeah, that's
for the
very,
Switch and I believe PC.
yes, that's true. We got it for PC and for Switch. This is a game that's been on a PlayStation for a long, long time, and then it's brought its spectrum to other consoles.
Well, this is the fourth one of the the whole storyline. So it's not
It's
anything new. A lot of people have already played this. It's already been out on your previous gen consoles, Xbox One and PS4. We will not be reviewing this one, but reviews could be checked out on multiple different channels, or you could check out Metacritic for the Switch version and PC version.
that was your rundown for the week. Check in next week for next week's rundown. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned to all of our latest content.
Share with your family and friends. Join our crew and stay tuned for more content.